Hi, I'm Duncan Meading. I'm a furniture and lighting designer maker based in Hobart, Tasmania, Australia. I've been doing this for about 14 years and we're sitting in a workshop, a woodwork shop, where I do a lot of the stuff that I do. And what we're looking at now is a thickness planer. We'll go a bit more into that later, but basically I'm partially blind and I rely very heavily on assistive technology. So I have things like a talking tape measure. I also have tactile gauges and a range of other things, and I use adaptive techniques, sometimes ones from the mainstream, sometimes ones developed by other vision impaired woodworkers. And what we're going to look at in a minute is the newly developed thickness planer that's taken a couple of years research and development to get to this stage. So what we have here is a thickness planer, which is actually one of the most central pieces of equipment in a joinery or furniture maker's workshop. It dimensions timber down from a certain dimension, takes it down to another, but does it in a parallel way. So if you have a board that's slightly tapered or something, you can take it down to something that's parallel. And what we have is a digital readout. What you'll see on the side is what a lot of sighted people use, is just a standard old analog ruler. That gives you a general rough accuracy, which I can't read. So what we've got instead is some mainstream technology here, which is a digital readout up the top here that plugs into a linear optical scale, and that's been calibrated to be able to have to basically read out what the dimension is coming through. And from that, so this is all mainstream here. From that, there's a data output, which is converts the proprietary sort of signal over as a USB signal as a keyboard, and that plugs into a Raspberry Pi. So this Raspberry Pi has been put together and programmed by Dennis, which he's done an amazing job with, and the optical scale has been put in by Stuart, a local furniture maker, and I'm super happy with the work that they've both done on this. And yeah, so you'll get to see that it's got
42.45.
So you can probably see on the screen that it says 42.45. Now I can hear 42.45. So it's quite important for me, because for a long time I'll just throw things through and be like a guess and check. So now what we're about to start to do is I'll show you a piece of technology which I use every day in the workshop. It's a talking tape measure, and I'll measure the wood, and then we'll work out how I want to dimension it down. And I just basically show you how this well, it's not tiny for me, but it's something that all sighted woodworkers can do. They can just look at a ruler or a gauge that's already there. So it means that I basically I've gotten rid of that hurdle for me in the workshop, and it's amazing to be able to do that. So this is a talking tape measure. It sounds like Windows 95 and a tape measure.
0 millimeters.
But it's that's
39 millimeters.
given us the dimension. So now we want to take it down to 38 millimeters. So this raising and lowering with the big old wheel that almost looks like it's out of a Jules Verne novel.
0.76. 37.76.
So I think I said 38. It's 37.76, which is almost like a lucky guess.
38.45.
And I've got a nice sort of tactile gauge I can move
38.34.
at the same time, which gives us quite fine adjustment.
38.29. 38.18. 38.11. 38.06.
Yeah, I suppose that will do. So I'll just fire up the extractor and show the final result.